Greetings, shalom, and salutations, my fellow Nubians, and welcome to a new episode of the Tom Dark Show, where today we will be, once again, profiting off of someone's death. I'm just kidding. We're going to be profiting off of someone's potential death. And hey, you can't call me out for it because I waited weeks to do a video about it. I just talked about it on stream and collected donations, so. Okay, so today we're talking about James Somerton, and you guys may know this name, maybe a little bit of a familiar name for you guys. Well, that's because he was featured in this long video by Bomber one of the biggest bread tubers on the platform, where he called out James Somerton for plagiarism.
The parts of James's videos that he actually writes himself or rewrites after stealing, he really doesn't like women. I didn't want to open this can of worms, but the thesis of the stuff he stole for this video gets completely f***ed up by his rants about women being attracted to serial killers. He argues women are only attracted to Dahmer because he gay men and not women, which makes it easier for them to ignore the brutality of his crimes. And if
he called him out for plagiarism, he called him out for making bad videos. There were a lot of criticisms here, and James Somerton basically didn't respond to it very well. He didn't take it very well after people found out that he plagiarized a lot of his channel. And as we see here, there's this article by Dexerto saying James Somerton called out for manipulative apology amid Bomber allegations. In an apology video that was deleted after just hours of being up, James Somerton was torn apart by those who felt wrong with the way he presented this content. The creator admitted to not properly crediting creators, but many blasted him for the way in which he conducted himself over the 30-minute video. Now, I think part of the reason people criticized him for this was because in the video he said he was feeling suicidal. He said he was having a bad time, right? He wasn't dealing with the criticism and the hate very well. Here, this person, Jesse Earl, said, "Just watched James Somerton's apology vid and it feels deeply emotionally manipulative. I'm not going to question the truth of his hospitalization, but an apology is about your victims and who you hurt. Instead, he spends 5 whole minutes talking about vids he still wants to make. Again, if he was truly suicidal, I hope he's getting help, but that's not what a video like this is about, especially when you start the video with that. And it's certainly not about trying to make a case to turn your videos back on and the more videos you want to make. Sorry, I'm deeply upset at this video. No mention of Todd in the Shadows video. Apologizes to asexual folks for felt delegitimized, then immediately mentions that his co-writer Nick is asexual. I mean, the asexual allegations are back in action, apparently. Being asexual is real, okay? It's real. I believe in it, okay? I got a few emails because I said that I didn't believe being asexual was real, and I got a few comments and a few emails on stream being like, well, actually, I'm asexual. You know what? You very well may be. But when a homie goes silverback mode on a phone grave, brother, your allegations are indisputably skibbitied out of this world, in my opinion. I don't need nor want an apology from him. I want him to apologize to the people he stole from, the people he denied his audience, especially his young queer audience, from finding. Acceptance of hurt towards asexual folks in his, even if unintentional, misogyny. So basically, a lot of people found his apology to be somewhat manipulative, and then they kind of got bitten in the ass when James posted saying that he was going to kill himself or already had. Here we have this post where he says, "If this message is live, it means I scheduled it before ending things. I have videos scheduled to go out over the next couple of days. Nothing new, I just wanted Nick's portfolio of work to be available. I've left directions that any money from those videos be donated to the Canadian Association for Prevention. They've tried very hard to pull me back, but there's simply no life for me anymore. I've lost everything. My only friend, my livelihood, my name, and it's all my fault. The world will be a little better off now. Goodbye." Wow. So definitely a very, very somber, bit of a downer message here, kind of bring my mood down, okay? You're kind of upsetting me, James Somerton. Be happier. You need to be happier right now, okay? You need to bring the mood up, okay? Listen, I'm going to help you out, James Somerton. I know you're feeling bad. Take a look at these Zins, okay? These are 6 milligram Zins. You're going to pop one of these in, and all those dark, thoughts of wanting to end it, wanting to end hero, they're all just going to go away. They're all going to fly away, and all you're going to be left with is the motivation to accomplish your dreams by stealing more people's videos, okay? Now, when people heard about this, there was a lot of controversy about it, obviously, because some people were claiming that Bomber caused this guy to commit suicide. Some other people were claiming that Bomber could never be held responsible, stuff like that. I fall on the side of Bomber cannot be held responsible for this, okay? You cannot expect Bomber to not criticize someone for the fear that they may hurt themselves, because that's nobody's responsibility but their own. And as far as the harassment that James Somerton probably got as a result of that video, considering the fact that Bomber is a very progressive guy who would never endorse harassment in any way, at least in the modern age. I don't know about that old website he was on, the Medicare website, but in the modern age, he would never endorse that. I think it's very silly to try and hold him responsible for that. That being said, a lot of people have made some pretty interesting points about this. A lot of Twitter users have come out. Like this person, Captain Planet reviews leftist memes. Don't really know much about this individual, but he said, "I'm not saying Bomber is responsible for what happened. I just find it funny how the same crowd that spent the last decade dying on the 'you're responsible for your audience' hill started to backpedal only after realizing they might have just hate mobbed a guy to suicide." And this is the thing I think that people should be thinking about here. I don't know if H Bomber Guy specifically made that argument, but a argument we've heard a lot from people from RedTube, from, you know, leftist creators, from a lot of the audiences, is that you actually are responsible for your audience. You actually are responsible for their actions, and you need to cull your community and move them in the right direction. You need to be responsible for what your subscribers on YouTube do, which is completely ridiculous because there's so many people out there watching these videos. You cannot be held responsible for their actions, okay? I have harassment disclaimers at the beginning of my videos over on the Turkey Time channel, and I'm fully aware of the fact that there's probably still people who watch those videos and decide to go after people and make mean comments to them, okay? And that's just part of being a person online, right? People are going to shit on you, people are going to hate on you. I get a lot of mean comments every day, and I don't hold any creator who criticizes me responsible for those mean comments, because that's ridiculous. You cannot control the millions of people out there who watch this stuff on YouTube. That being said, a lot of leftists who have been pushing the argument that you should control them and you should be responsible for your audience are now having to walk that argument back, basically, and be like, well, actually, guys, maybe, you know, in this case it's different because H Bomber Guy wasn't that mean. And it's like, either all of it's okay or none of it's okay, buddy. In the words of iDubbbz, all of it's okay or none of it's okay. But we do have an update here. Apparently James Somerton, at least according to this article, is that he was confirmed safe. As far as how he was confirmed safe, it's this Reddit post. So I don't know that that confirms that he's safe, but, you know, considering that if he had actually died, we probably would have gotten some kind of coroner's report or something like that, or we've gotten some statement from his family. I think we can presume he's probably alive. I don't want to presume that he's dead, unlike someone has done on YouTube. Won't name names, but their name starts with a K, ends with an S, and they funded a website that sends hormones to children. I'll let you guys guess who that is. Here we have this post saying, I've heard that James is currently alive and physically safe. I do not know what his current mental state is or what his next steps are, but I don't believe that I can disclose too much. I hope this information helps all the people who have had to relive their trauma recently, but obviously we're trying to respect his privacy. I don't know if he'll reemerge. I really hope he takes time away from the internet and seeks out offline support. Somerton returned to making content after uploading a second apology video that outlined plans for the future of his channel, including a rebrand to James of Telos, the film company that critics claimed was a scam. The second apology video has since been deleted, and content similar to Somerton's traditional style has been uploaded since then. But James Somerton is off the internet right now. We haven't heard anything from him, but you can probably assume that he's alive given the fact that we never got any confirmation that he was actually, you know, passed away, right? Now, I think this conversation around this has been pretty interesting about audience responsibility. Obviously, you guys know which side I fall on, but I think the more important thing here is to think about the fact that Rick and Morty. Thanks for watching. And be sure to become a member. For $5 a month, they get the members-only podcasts and exclusive videos that only members get. Thanks so much for your support.